we're doing this. It's not a duet.
What do you think the song's about? I'm the fire.
Daisy Jones and the Six. This is one of the best series that I've watched in a long time.
Yes.
My favorite thing is when there's two lead characters that have this insane chemistry. It's like electric between the two of them, and it's good and it's bad and it's push and pull. And that made the whole series for me. I could watch it over and over just to see those two interact.
Yeah, the series really reminded me of like the movie Almost Famous, which I loved, but make it a series. I loved every bit of it, and it has a small cameo performance by Timothy Oliphant, which I always loved. But yeah, great series. Loved every second of it. I wish it would have never ended.
Currently, you can catch Daisy Jones and the Six on Prime Video. Shit. RRR. This is one wild movie. I didn't know what to expect. Oak wanted to watch it, and I was kind of hesitant, but the visuals, the effects, the story, it was all really interesting and definitely fun to watch.
Absolutely loved this movie. Visually, such an engrossing movie. Movies from different territories are always a little different. Sometimes I don't like them. This I absolutely love. I could watch this without any sound all day long. It tells such a great over-the-top story, but I loved it. People ask me, where do you get inspiration? And I'm telling you, visually, I'm going to steal some of the shots from this. They are fantastic.
Brace yourself for rock.
You can catch RRR right now on Netflix. Go watch it.
How do you?
Black Mirror. So this series has blew my mind. The stories were so creative and different. The one called Metalhead was just incredible. I could watch a whole movie based on that story. But these are so engaging, and they're all different, and I loved this series.
I agree with everything you said. Anthology series. I'm usually not really into them at all, but this one had taut, tense stories, original plots. The acting was top-notch. Anthology series. Sometimes they don't have the best acting. This one did. It's one of the best series I've seen in years.
3, 2, 1.
I love this.
Don't make it back.
Black Mirror is also all streaming on Netflix. Definitely go check that out.
By nature, we want to like appease the person in front of us. We want to like feel like we're communicating and connecting with people. When you're having a one-on-one conversation with somebody, you can get some very reasonable opinions from them. You're giving your take, hopefully in an empathetic way. They're understanding you and hearing you because like it's a one-on-one human interaction. There's a lot of reward there for coming to an agreement and understanding each other. But once they're gone and they go back to a social group, there is almost zero reward. In fact, there's a lot of punishment there for being empathetic to an outside party, but there's so much social reward for buying into the group. And it's that social reward you get for fully buying into the ideas of a group that you're in. I think that's what keeps people locked into tribalistic ways of thinking. And that's where you can pull somebody away from the group, have a really reasonable conversation with them, and then once they run back to the group, they're right back on what they were saying before.
You can watch the full interview with Destiny on the Dropping In podcast on YouTube, and we'll put the link in the comments. This is our Roddy. This is baby girl. She's a good girl. Yes, she is.
Nice.
The one thing I always remember thinking initially when I was trying to make films, and you always felt like you got nervous that somebody else was right who was talking to you, who maybe was in a position of power, like that their opinion somehow was right or better than yours, and somehow you could never stop to think like, no, it's just different. You just think differently than I do, and that's okay, but I'm not wrong. You can get filled with such fear, and it's really easy to just get your heart broken and kind of sort of beaten. You're sort of attempting to make films. I mean, it's a miracle anytime any one of them gets made, you know? It's a miracle, and it's a miracle every time. I feel like it's a miracle every time a scene kind of gets done and through the birth canal and done. I mean, it's never any less of a miracle or any less difficult. There just should be no fear, you know? I think that's, just always remember kind of being pummeled by fear early on and feeling like, God, if I could have just got rid of that fear earlier, this might have been a little bit easier. It's just, don't give a fuck. That's kind of the best thing to do.
As a director and filmmaker, this is one of the greatest scenes ever of an actor showing emotion. I think, as I've worked with actors in the past, crying scenes must be their pinnacle, their top of the mountain. And they all want to do this grand, huge, crying, slobbering, snotting performance. And that can work. But this, to me, this performance does it so much better because it's subtle. This actress, the words of the script are up there. You can see what they had to work with, and the performance that they gave is very subtle. Holding back the emotion and showing just a little bit of it, taking us on this journey to where we feel so much, and at the end, the very end, the little smile that she does is what kills us, more so than if she would have been blabbering. I love this. I wish actors would study this and do their own version all the time.
As an actor, what I love about this performance is it's so subtle. And it's if you see how long they hold this shot on her, it zooms in so slowly to her face, and just to watch every single emotion that's going through her eyes. Like, she barely moves at all, but she expresses so much just behind her eyes and with the way she's looking at him. And I remember the first time I saw this, I was just bawling my eyes out after the scene. Like, she killed this scene. It's so hard to watch, but I love this performance. And then right here, I just thought this was one of the most genius things in a performance ever. She goes through this whole scene, about to cry, all this emotion, and then she just gives that little smile at the end. Like, there's still that slight bit of hope. It just wrecks me. So good. Catch this full performance and all the other amazing performances from all the other actors. Anyway, you can catch it on a rental platform, whatever your favorite one is, YouTube, Vudu, all those ones. You can rent it. I think it's like $2.99, and it's so worth it. I watch it at least once a year. Now, this is what we're working on. Tank is back, and I get to reprise the iconic role that I am so proud to play. Tank is someone that I aspire to be in my everyday life, and I am so excited to be bringing you this character again. And not only that, some of you might remember that I also did music for the first film. I did a song called Rock With Me, and I also did a song called Liar and Electric.
And I, filmmaker, director of Crawl or Die, we can let loose and let everybody know is a 6-episode, 1 hour-ish each limited series, which is the follow-up to Crawl or Die. We shot the limited series, the 6 episodes, over 2 years with everybody, and we've been in post-production for a year. So let me show you how much of post-production is done now.
Having a great time. Right.
Thanks, guys. We love you.
Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. And now, guess this movie by the quote and put your answers in the comments. I gotta go, Julia. We got cows. We love you.